When you think of the Titanic, what comes to mind? The iceberg, the tragic love story from the movie, maybe the band that played until the very end. But tonight, I want to talk about some real heroes whose stories are often overlooked. These are the people who worked tirelessly behind the scenes, sacrificing everything to save others. First, let's talk about the ship's engineers. There were 35 of them, led by Chief Engineer Joseph Bell. When the Titanic hit the iceberg, these men didn't run for the lifeboats. Instead, they raced down into the belly of the ship, into the flooding boiler rooms. Their mission? To keep the lights and power on for as long as possible. Think about that for a second. The ship is sinking, water is rushing in, yet they stayed at their posts in the dark, hot and terrifying engine rooms. Their bravery kept the lights on, allowing passengers to find their way to the deck and enabling the wireless operators to send distress signals. Not a single one of them survived. They were true heroes who chose duty over their own lives. Then there were the wireless operators, Jack Phillips and Harold Bride. From their tiny radio room, they frantically sent out distress signals, the now famous CQD and SOS calls. Even as the water rose around them, they kept tapping out messages, desperate to reach any ship that could help. Their signals were picked up by the Carpathia, the ship that would eventually rescue the 705 survivors. Jack Phillips went down with the ship, still at his post. Harold Bride managed to escape on an overturned lifeboat, and despite being frostbitten and exhausted, helped the Carpathia's wireless operator transmit the names of the survivors. And we can't forget the postal clerks, yes, the mailmen. There were 5 of them on board, responsible for over 3,000 sacks of mail. When the ship started sinking, their first thought wasn't to save themselves, but to save the mail. They hauled heavy sacks of letters up from the flooding mailroom, trying to move them to a drier part of the ship. It might seem strange, but to them, it was their duty. They were trying to protect the messages and valuables people had entrusted to them. Sadly, all 5 postal clerks were lost. These are just a few of the unsung heroes of the Titanic. The engineers, the wireless operators, the postal clerks, they all showed incredible courage and self-sacrifice in the face of disaster. Their stories remind us that heroism isn't just for the movies. It's found in ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Thanks for watching. If you found these stories as moving as I did, please give this video a like and subscribe for more hidden histories. See you next time.